What should we breathe if not air?
Oh, that is so cute.
Is it bad that the first thing that came to mind was fart?
There we go.
Is it bad that I want to say farts?
Are you, Oshio, you're saying farts? Is it bad that you want to say farts, Oshio?
You're looking at that clip? No.
It was the farts clip, so what do you... it's what showed up. What do you want from me? Yeah, hi. Hello. Welcome in for the season finale raid. Wow.
Yeah.
Also, apparently you're going to start with a hero point because of work immediately.
Ayo.
Ayo, ayo. But yeah, hi. Welcome in, Raiders, for the season finale. Season 2 finale. Oh, Amara Angels. Is this where they all die, or is this where they all succeed? I don't know.
Succeed, obviously.
Obviously, yeah, totally.
And I'll tell you why. It's because you already said, Massive, this is the season finale. This is not the series finale.
I mean, technically.
Well, we could be canceled and not picked up for another season.
Fuck? Holy shit, Sev, that is a great way to put it. Holy shit. Also, RB, what the fuck are you giving me? You're giving me Prime? Yeah, thank you.
Get primed.
Get primed. Thank you so much, RB. But hi, welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid, Oshio.
Why would you do that?
Usual.
Why would you
You're
do
beautiful
anything?
and amazing and fantastic and everything. Thank you for the follows. And I am here joined by my beautiful friends. Before Oshio goes, say hello, Oshio.
Oh, I don't need to go this time. I went to the loop before.
Someone's prepared.
Actually, no, I do need to refill my water.
Go for a Holy shit, Dusk! What are you doing?
All right, be right back.
Go. Holy shit. Okay, so, Dusk just gave me 10...
What the fuck?
Subs? What the fuck are you doing, Dusk?
What? What the fuck?
Unlimited.
Yeah, totally. Dusk.
What?
So the one giving subs right now is one of my players who isn't here yet. He will be here in a moment, and then I will chastise him for giving me the subs. That's way too much. But hi, thank you so much, and love you, buddy. And I don't know how to react to that, but
What the fuck?
I am here joined, as per usual. I need to do the spiel. I am here joined by my beautiful friends.
What the fuck?
Well, we had Oshio. Let's go with RB. Hi, RB.
What? What the fuck?
RB? You were told to shut... RB, you can talk. I was...
What? What the fuck?
Hi everyone.
For those that don't know, they were messaging me on Discord saying I was told to shut the fuck up.
What the fuck?
Okay. Yes. We also have Sev, Savian. Hi, Sev.
Hello, it is me. Or he says.
And finally, before Dusk gets here, so I can cuss him out, we have Spyro Proxy. I don't.
Hi.
And Oshio, who went for a poo.
No, I got some water.
Okay. I like my version better. So I don't know why Dusk just decided to give me... We have a level 4 hype train? What the fuck happened?
Yeah, because you got gifted 10 subs.
Oh. Wait, seriously? Okay. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. How do I... Dusk, you don't need to know how to keep the hype train going. It's fine as is.
All right, so to get a hype train, I'm gonna talk about it. With a hype train, if you either sub, if you gift sub, if you prime sub, or if you give 100 bits, then you will be able to take part in the hype train.
There you go, muted. Okay.
God, oh my gosh, can we beat the last record of the hype?
Oh my god, she's still going! Holy shit!
To time emotes, you will be at the
She is still going! Oh my god, Dusk, thank you so much. Are you
did
done?
you just mute me?
Yeah,
No, I was
did.
still talking.
Of course
What?
I did.
I was talking about I didn't get to say how like you'll get a limited time emote. You'll just have that forever permanently. Like if you take part in the hype train. So just so you know.
Yeah, but I don't need a hype
By the
train.
way-
People are just wasting money on me. Go,
They're not wasting money.
Sure.
Like I said, they
You are the real life train.
go give Oshio and Sev hype trains or something. It's
no,
fine.
don't.
Holy shit. But yeah, hi, thank you. We also have Dusk, aka Sarcastrophe, who will be joining us once he's done being a nerd in class. Look at this nerd. He's studying and shit. Point and laugh at him, please.
Gross.
It's so gross. Ugh. Studying and being responsible and... But yes, as you all know from the raid, message, and probably the stream title, today is indeed the season finale of season 2 of Amara Angels. And I just want to point out that the season 1 was also 22 episodes, and season 2 is 23 episodes. Thank you for the level 3 hype train. Thank you.
That's like a year.
Yeah. So I love the fact that we're keeping each season to the same number of episodes, more or less, without even it being intentional. But yeah, so either way, oh, that is a cute emote. Holy shit, that is a That is a gay pride wing.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, it's so cute. Oh, that's so cute.
Oh my gosh, wait, it's that one. Yeah, I love that one.
It's so cute. All right, cool. All right. Either way, in the last episode of Amara Angels, the party ascended the tower, the Heart Tower, where supposedly an individual calling himself Harson, the necromancer who created the aura of grief and this city of undead, supposedly rests. Now, once they got up there, they confirmed that Harson, well, our Harson up there is but a fake, but a powerful one nonetheless. Combat started as Violet actually pissed him off a lot, and then Ivar came in and pissed him off even more. So there were clear targets for his anger at the start. But as he fought, wielding ghosts as his aids and dark magics that drained the life from the party, the battle was indeed hard fought, but in the end, they managed to take down this fake Harson, also known as one of the Thunderlord magistrates. The party nearly died. I think, like, most of you are near death. Actually, I'll put you on the map just so we can check how much near death you are. Okay, so Gala's at 12 HP. Sherry's at 15. Ivar had some epic moments at 1 HP. And the other two are currently dying. Yes, indeed. So, as we return, Gala, Sherry, and Ivar, you notice that Polytees and Violet are down and currently dying. Do any of you have healing capabilities?
Yes. I have healing potions, and I have my little my little healer goo, my little hurt helper.
Healer goo?
That's what it is. It's like a green goo. Remember?
I just love it. I have my healer goo.
Healer goo.
Healer goo.
Right. So hang on. Let me go on the map. Look at things. So I mean, Gala can immediately see Politis. Gala can immediately see Violet.
Yes.
And would probably, I can't move, but would probably go there first.
I'm gonna say that Ivar. Oh, I forgot to end the combat.
Gala will just give a healing potion to someone if they need it.
No, actually, I'm gonna say Ivar still. I'm gonna say Ivar still has a spell slot to save Polytees. He's gonna heal Polytees.
All right.
I assume Dusk is okay with this decision.
And Gala will proceed to kind of her gauntlets kind of open up,
do
and
it.
she starts to rub the green goo, the healing goo, over Violet as she casts or uses rather her helper at first level.
At first level, okay.
First level.
Are you trying to do American accent? At first level.
That is 9 points of healing.
All right.
Good roll.
As for Ivar, with his last spell slot, he's going to use his own hurt helper.
I took some tips from Gala.
Ooh, that's 10 HP. He's actually better at healing than Gala is.
Well, good for him.
You don't sound salty at all. All right. That is 10 hit points. There we go. No longer unconscious. Violet, while Spyro isn't here yet, because he had to go be right back.
I am.
You are? Okay, so you heal for 10. So Violet and Polytes, the last thing each of you remembers is that necrotic energy that surrounded the undead that you were fighting, taking you out. So, now you're both waking up with either Gala or Ivar standing atop you, casting healing magic or using the healing splooge upon you, Violet.
What? Violet gets up. She looks around.
Careful, you
tries to get up.
You took a big hit. You were right in the path of. Don't worry. God will point over towards the now double dead, fake Carson.
One of his fingers falls off.
Right, we don't have much time. We need to do something.
Violet's gonna scamper over towards him.
Do whatever you need to do. We don't have time.
We need to figure out a way to. Girl will turn towards the big old thing in the center of the room. We literally only have like a couple of minutes. We got to figure out something to like turn this off or something, or else.
DM question.
Yes.
Fake Carson, the Thunderlord? Is that his the leader of the Thunderlords, or?
He is one of the Thunderlords. He is a magistrate of the Thunderlords. That's okay. All the information you had about him.
Okay, he had like this thing, like a gem in his eye that seemed to match the one that was in the Force Shield, right? Or what was it?
No.
It was like something about his eye, or.
No, he has the same glow. He had a magical glow in his eye, but it wasn't a gem.
Okay.
It was just being powered by the gem somehow.
Gotcha.
That's how he was able to use all that magic and all those powers. Was clearly he was being connected somehow to the stone in the center of the room, and using magic through it, like a warlock kind of.
All right. Yeah.
What's a warlock?
Not that Violet would know anything about that.
Meanwhile, while you're looking, I just want to point out, while everyone is looking at the gem or at the corpse, you just see Polytes sit down on that throne made of crystals. She just climbs up the stairs and just sits down on a throne made of crystals.
Violet's gonna do a quick check of the body to see if there's anything he does have on him that might.
Okay, so you do a quick check of the body. Meanwhile, Gala, Sherry, not yet Ivar, but what are you two doing?
Can Gala try to? Gala's probably paying attention to this big old thing in the middle. And
let me just pause you for a moment. Just pause you for a moment. I have two things to say. First of all,
yes.
Hi, Dusk.
Hi everyone! Oh my god, hey guys, how are things? I'm out a whole 4 minutes early!
Second of all, Dusk, what the fuck was that?
Hey,
why are you dropping all those subs on me? It's irresponsible, thank you, but why?
What do you mean? I want to give back to such a fantastic, chat and audience and community that you've created. Oh, what better way than to show everyone how much I love them by making sure that they can show you their appreciation for you, buddy.
Man, I'm gonna make me cry.
Love you!
Love you too. Alright, so Ivar, in case you don't know, you use your healing magic on Polytes to keep her from instantly dying.
Savage.
And immediately what you saw was Polytes stood up, walked over to the throne that fake Harson was sitting in before, and she just sits down there.
She didn't go directly. She wandered a bit.
It was
First
almost
stopped
directly
in front of the throne, inspected a little bit, and then just sat down.
So while Violet is checking out the corpse, Sherry and Gala, you were doing something.
Gala is probably investigating this whatever this is in the middle? Can she? It is clearly magical in nature. It appears to be some kind of magical device. Maybe she could attempt to figure out what it is doing.
Okay, so are you trying to investigate the mechanical parts, or are you trying to investigate the magic that is flowing from it? Because those are two roles. You're basically studying two different things.
Well, I don't have my my spell spotter. Definitely not detect magic. I don't have that up anymore. I assume because I wasn't.
I mean,
I had that
with the hits
fight,
you took,
yeah, I
no.
assume probably it's down. So the magic part might be harder. So probably the mechanical part first.
That would be an investigation roll.
All right.
Okay. Before you roll, I just want to know what Sherry is doing.
Sherry is trying to not panic as she, hopes that somebody else here knows what to do to turn the aura off.
That's perfectly fine. All right. That's perfectly fine. Thank you for the hydrate. And finally, Ivar, what are you doing?
Did Polity say thank you after healing, or did Polity kind of like mindlessly walk over?
She did mumble, thank you. Still a bit dazed from dying.
I work on the qualities just to make sure that she's definitely okay, because I think this is the last of Ivar's magic, so I don't know if he can. I don't know if there'll be any more healing after this.
Okay, so
yeah, she's fine.
You're gonna
fine.
Ivar, you're gonna roll a medicine. Violet and Gala, both of you roll investigations for completely different things, but we're gonna do all the rolls.
I'd also like to Gala kind of like presses a button on her shield to activate her defensive thing, just to make her feel a little bit better, because she, doesn't know if there's anything else that might, happen.
Defenses activate.
Yeah, so that's a nice little 7 temp HP.
Remember, there is 1 hero point up, but that's about it.
Okay, so investigation, right?
Yes.
Violet got an 8, and it's using a thing. I should do a thing as well. Let's go.
All the
investigate.
Things. Good job, Violet.
Woo! Extra 1.
An extra 1. Yay!
Okay. Well, Gala, seeing that Violet is also, doing some investigating. Well, this. Yeah, you know what, she will. We're seeing that Violet's also doing some investigating. Gala kind of looks back over to Violet, and is just like, don't forget, check if there's any runes like on the inside of his coats or anything. As she uses Bada Bing, Flash of Genius.
She uses Bada Bing.
Bada Bing.
Bada Bing. Yeah. So.
She's learning from Harson.
So 12 then for my investigation.
You get +3, so 12. Yes.
Okay. So first of all, Ivar, you're checking Polites. You got a 9 on your medicine check. Polites is clearly dying. No, I'm kidding. She is. She seems like she hit her head when she fell. She's kind of bleeding from her head, but it's not life-threatening. But she is pretty beat up.
All right. So she's.
So are you?
Though. As a 1993 film starring Matthew McConaughey. I hear you.
He's cool bleeding. It's cool to bleed from the head.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Meanwhile, going for Violet. Violet, with all that flashes of geniuses and whatnot that turned that 8 into a 12, you identify something on him. First of all, he has a ring very similar to the one that Ivar has, but this one holds the symbol of the Thunderlords. You do remember immediately that Ivar had got himself a magical ring that has a symbol of Whitebeards? Was it? No, not Whitebeards. Whitebeard's the character in One Piece.
Silverbeard.
Silverbeards. Oh my god, the Whitebeards. That One Piece is
the Whitebeards eventually become the Silverbeards.
Yes,
you know? So
yes.
back in the original, back way long ago, with the founding.
Yes, of course.
The Whitebeards.
So that it looks quite elaborate and cool. You also notice he was wielding this rod that is a small skull. A small crystal skull being grabbed by a skeletal hand at the tip that he was using. He was casting magic through it. And finally, he has a very elaborate belt that has this symbol of a dwarf, very cubism style. But it has like parts with adamantine and mithril. It's super elaborate, super good. Other than that, you with just a quick check, you're not really seeing anything too specific. So there's that you see. Meanwhile, Gala, you're inspecting the mechanisms.
Yes.
A 15. All right. So this is clearly a magical tool, as one would expect. That is actually built for. You get the sense that with the way it's connected, and you do see cables underneath it, the way it's connected seems to be a tool that connects to the Heartstone, the big, gigantic air stone in the middle of the city, and transfers whatever magical properties this gem, this stone in the center might be transmitting through the Heartstone, majorly amplifying it. You get the sense that this device is the thing that is connecting the stone to the air stone and just spreading the aura of grief. You also get the sense immediately that this device is creating a sort of force field around the stone that is keeping it from being just snatched up. And in these cases, you've seen similar mechanisms. It might not react very well to having the thing that is powering it up pulled out of it aggressively.
All right, we got to remove that thing in the middle, but that might not work out very well for us. There's got to be some way for it to be. It's a mechanism, though. It won't be locked in there forever. There's got to be some way to set it to like unlock it, to remove what's inside. I'm pretty sure it's like. Gala's speaking really fast because she's very pressed on time. It's like
You do know you have like 3 minutes.
Yeah, it's like transferring some kind of property to like the air stone. It's most likely the cause of the aura, I would imagine. Like if it's transferring something on the scale of the aura, I imagine would be produced by the air stone. It seems to be being transferred to the air stone by whatever that is in the middle. We need to get out. There must be some way to unlock it. Violet. That there might be a key or something.
Violet's gonna grab. So she found the ring and the little skull scepter, right?
Yeah.
She's gonna grab those, kind of hold them up to Gala, be like, either of these will work.
The ring, maybe. I can only. I mean, there must be some way to like.
I'm gonna say, Gala, with that 15, you would have noticed there are grooves actually for one of them that matches the symbol on the signet ring.
Try the ring might be a key to unlock this. Try. Gala will point to wherever the groove is on the thing. Be careful.
Violet's gonna rush over and just immediately like put the ring on her finger, and like immediately press it in.
All right.
To when she sees a groove, no hesitation.
When you press the ring to it, it immediately locks in and seems to fit perfectly. And you actually notice there are a total of 5 slots.
Ivar.
5 houses.
Ivar. In the Silverbeard slot.
All right. You find a Silverbeard slot and you slot it in. And it locks into place.
Slipped a ring into my pocket when I was invisible and he couldn't see me or understand that I was there.
Nope.
Nope, fair enough. No, listen. Look, the Shaper loves a trier.
Wait. Yeah, because keep in mind, you were invisible and you just fucked off after a short conversation. No.
Can we mimic the rings in any way? Do we have anything that can, as if pretend that there's an imprint?
I mean, I could like I could try to like put something together that might work, but like it's quite possible that it's like some kind of magical signature. Maybe check the room. There might be maybe like
say,
there might be some compartments in the throne or around it or something like that. Kangala, while this is happening, Gala will look to one of the empty slots and use her magical tinkering ability. Though it's not specifically this, but she's just going to try and like tinker together like an object that would roughly fit into
how long does it take to make one?
Magical tinkering is just like instant. But this isn't really magical tinkering. She's just trying to very quickly bash together something.
So essentially a few seconds. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it takes longer than the one action, but it's like 30 seconds to make something. All right. It's pretty quick. All right. So you begin to do that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the rest of you, what are you doing?
Everything okay? Are we making progress?
We need more rings. They're the keys to this thing. We've only got 2. We need 3 more. I don't know either. We need to search for them. Go look somewhere.
No.
There was a room back opposite of where we came in.
Oh, true. Yeah, go check there.
This way?
Yeah. Sure.
The politics will go with them as well, as she was searching her inventory for something.
Door.
There's more than just a door. Sherry and Polites, when you get there, you see this. There is a huge safe door made of adamantine. It's large. It's practically indestructible considering it's adamantine, and it has several codes and locking mechanisms. This is the biggest, most elaborate safe that you've ever seen.
Can I try to open it?
It doesn't. There's no like openings to fiddle with your thieves' tools. So what you're gonna have to do is try to put your ear to it and try to get the right combination of the several little sigils. This is going to take like several minutes. It's not going to be something quick that you're going to be able to do.
Okay, I'll try though.
All right, so you start on that. Okay. Ivar, what are you doing?
So Ivar has like his ring within this structure, right?
Yes, it's currently locked into place like a key.
But his hand isn't stuck, is it?
No. You can slip the ring off. Yeah.
Oh, sick one. Okay. That gives me a little bit more than I thought I could do.
I'm not gonna make you stay there with your hand stuck there.
I genuinely thought. The ring is just made of like metal.
Your ring is I believe it was silver. Yeah.
All right, well, it tracks. Drat, I suppose like we're goosed here. Like,
So Ivar and Violet aren't stuck.
Oh no! You're just placing the rings there.
Okay,
yes.
Violet's in that case is going to move over to where, after leaving the ring, where Sherry is, and she is going to make sure this is not a waste of time. She's going to use her ghostly gaze.
You gain the ability to see through solid objects. Within that range, you have.
I'm not sure why it has like it's the same at sense dark vision or at concentration.
Oh, it's because of the update that fucked up all of my stuff.
Okay.
I need to fix that, but I didn't have enough time to fix all this because the update fucked me over. Yay. Yay. But still, either way, you start to activate your ghostly vision, and I'm gonna tell you what you see. You see inside there's a statue, and then you also see there's a lot of gold coins. This seems to be a treasure vault.
Do there seem to be any rings in the treasure vault?
I mean, potentially, yeah. There's a lot of different things in there.
It seems like this is some kind of treasure vault. I don't know if there's... I can't see if there's any rings specifically. I mean, there might be in there.
Are there any other rooms on this floor?
On this floor? No. This is the top floor. This is the last you have. Meanwhile, Gala, you're tinkering. Roll me an intelligence.
Okay. That's a 21.
That's a 21. Okay. That's good because with that you finish your tinkering the best you can, and you start to realize you are not, as you were tinkering, you realize that you will not be able to make any device that matches the sigil that works like a key, because it probably does have like a magical signature that you won't be able to replicate. At least not in the seconds to like couple of minutes that you have. It would be something that takes a long time to replicate.
Sorry, this is a silly one. We tried twisting the rings, like it's in, and you keep describing it as a key.
Yeah, no, they locked into place. You're not able to
turn
move
it all.
No. They're just stuck there. It seems like you need all the rings for it to work properly.
To work properly. And could you just describe the orbit to me again, if that's all right there, please?
Let me just finish what I was explaining to Gala, and
of course,
I'll get you to that.
Thank you.
Gala, you get the sense that it does need the magical signatures from the rings, which you won't be able to replicate. But what you can do as you're trying to figure this out and studying through your investigation, previous investigation and whatnot, you are possibly the best you can do is make a small device which is what you're quickly making, that might allow you or someone to bypass the force field and pull out the stone, but you don't know what the consequences might be of doing that. But it also seems like without the rings might be the only option you might have right now.
Yeah.
Okay, Ivar, you want the description of the stone. This is a blue stone with a symbol that you've never seen on it before. And it's just emanating this energy from it that goes into the machine somewhere.
So I suppose this kind of reads as if it's the power source of the machine, if the energy is going into it.
Yes.
Is it accessible at all?
What, the stone?
The stone, yeah.
This is what we're trying to figure out. There's a field, a magical field that is shielding it from being removed, and that's what Gala is trying to get to.
But we haven't made any attempts to reach forth through the shield, or does the shield come across?
The shield doesn't even allow you to put your hand through.
Perfect. In the sense of
Gala, how's it coming?
I don't think that I can make something to work as a key, but we could be able to, instead of unlocking it, we could be able to like grab that gem from inside the machine directly. It might cause it to overload, but it would deactivate it.
At this very moment, you all hear a loud, almost like an explosion from the very bottom of the tower, and some roars of some battle cries.
Ooh, delicious.
We don't have time. We gotta try it.
Yep.
Okay. Gala, how do I do this? Do I just reach through?
Violet's gonna run up.
Oh, we gotta destabilize the field first. If we like just get like a rock or something and like throw it in first, and then like use that opening to reach in.
Can Ivar grab one of his unbreakable crossbow bolts in one hand and do just that?
Sure. Now here's the thing. Who out of everyone is sticking your hand into the powerful magical machine of powerful energy?
I would like to drop Ivar.
I would like to.
Only one of you is going to be able to choose. So
Violet was going to 100% do it.
I mean, Politis is the strongest one in our party, so.
How do we know strength has anything to do with it?
Is that strength or is it a dexterity thing that we're trying to do here? Are we trying to like snatch it, or are we trying to attack it?
I imagine yanking it out is important, so being strong is a factor.
Yeah, plus
being
the pressure from the magic.
I will say this also, Gala. You do know that that disruption of the force field is gonna be just half a second or to a second, so it really has to be something quick that you're doing.
You need to be strong. You need to be fast.
Ivar's fast.
Politis is strong.
Oh god.
Oh no! Fusion! Ha!
Anyway, can someone bless me? Bless anyone? Guidance? Does anyone know guidance?
Listen. I'll do my best to help whoever does it. With my flash of genius. But like, we don't have time. You need to decide who's doing it.
You feel the ground.
I'll do it.
You feel the ground rumbling.
Ivar, you look like you're about to drop dead this instant. I would not recommend it be you. I mean, we all do, but you especially look
Please,
like...
just let me do this. Let me save my people.
Crack the safe. Crack the safe.
Oh, Sherry, you're just spending out. You're gonna be there for a while.
I'm gonna do it.
Ivar, there's a very real chance that
Ivar has a weapon that could do this. He's fast. We'll get over the strong thing when we come to it.
We'll hit it with our hammer to destabilize it.
Okay.
And Ivar's gonna go a zink and a yink.
Question is, what is Violet doing?
Wait, gonna let them do it.
Okay.
Everyone who's not immediately taking part, probably be ready to run.
All right. All right. So, Politis, you get your hammer ready. Ivar, you limp next to Politis, holding onto your ribs because it's hurting.
Mind your own business. Leave me with my ribs alone.
It's almost like I'm the DM or something. You're holding onto the sides because you are incredibly hurt. But Polites, with your hammer raised, you look at Ivar. You're waiting for his signal, and then you swing down the hammer. As you hit the force field, Ivar, you do see it. While there's this flash of energy that repels the hammer back, Ivar, you see that one moment, that one disruption, and you stick your hand inside. Immediately, this is instantaneously. Your whole hand, from finger to wrist, you feel like it's burning as almost this necrotic energy pulls the very life essence from your limb. You reach in, though, grabbing onto the stone. You're quick, and you manage to yank it out. As you're pulling your hand out, you start hearing Gala, since you're nearest to the stairs. You hear heavy boots climbing up the stairs. You hear the clanking of shields, armor, weapons at the ready, as the undead warriors are rushing up the stairs. You are also feeling, in this very moment, that the potion that you took is ending. The potion that protected you from the aura of grief is running out. And you're starting already to feel the effects. You feel cold, and you feel this unnatural grief and sadness beginning to swell up inside you, not overwhelming you yet. But the potion is on the tail end and fading. You feel your body's colder, and your minds are struggling to contain the feelings. But the stone is pulled out. And in that moment, Ivar, as you pull out the stone, your arm, having been drained, looking almost skeletal in nature, Violet reaches out and grabs the stone. Doesn't take it from your hand immediately, but she grabs the stone. At the same time, both the machine and the air stone release this pulse like a shockwave that hits all of you. And there's a flash of pure white light that blinds all of you. Even you, Sherry, who's been focusing on the machine, on the
But if I'm listening, my eyes are probably closed to make me hear better.
It's a magical flash of light! It doesn't matter!
My eyes are closed! How can I be blinded?
There you go! Right? Okay, cool. Magic explains everything. Alright, so. Let me just change the music real quick. Suddenly, all of you find yourselves under a dark sky. But these are not storm clouds above you, but smoke. You witness as armored elven soldiers move around a burning encampment of tents made of hides, straw, and wood. The elves, in their metal armor, wielding metal weapons, cut down orcs, some defending themselves, while other orcs, smaller and feeble, try in vain to escape. You see elves casting spells from the sides, setting even more fires. Then your sights are pulled to a young elven woman running through this encampment, carrying an orcish child. In her arms, carrying an orcish child in her arms as she attempts to escape the chaos. Arrows coming from elven bows strike at her back, and they both fall. The child cries and attempts to shake the woman awake. But then an elf launches a bolt of fire, striking the child in the face. There's another white flash that blinds your eyes. It is raining now. You are surrounded by tall buildings. An orcish child in his early teens, with one side of his face completely disfigured and burned, sits on the floor, cradling something. As you look closer, you see that it is a dog, practically skin and bone, with how malnourished and sick it is. Very close to what the boy also looks like, malnourished and sick. The dog is no longer breathing, but the boy keeps holding on to it, shielding it from the rain. Another white flash, and you are elsewhere. This time you are inside a house, while chaos reigns outside. A tall, red-skinned, horned, demonic monster holds the mutilated corpse of a halfling in its hand as it walks into the house. You can smell the sulfur from the fiend, and your lungs burn with poison that surrounds it. The orcish boy, now grown into a young man wearing a mask over the disfigured side of his face, drags himself across the floor, his leg limp and bleeding as he tries to escape the fiend. Tears in his eyes as he looks at the halfling's corpse. The fiend laughs as it raises the body and moves it like a doll, taunting the orc. Suddenly, a partially decayed dog lunges at the fiend, and there's yet another white flash. An older masked orc desperately tries to staunch a gaping wound on a dying Goliath in the middle of a battlefield between various races of the Sky Islands and fiends. Another flash. You see the orc. You see his back as he opens the door and then falls to his knees. Beyond him, you see a room covered in the bodies of warriors. You hear the pained wails coming from the orc, and then another flash. You find yourselves atop a tower. in the middle of the night, you see a large city all around you, with a few people walking about, with several people walking about. Genasi, elves, dwarves, gnomes, various races, all gathered in the streets during what seems to be a major festival. Even this high, you hear the music and smell the cooked food. The orc stands on the edge of the tower, overlooking the city. Behind him, you see an elaborate sigil on the floor, various magical items scattered about, and hooded people chanting. He raises a hand wielding a dagger and slashes his own wrists. The hooded figures all take daggers and drive them into their own hearts, and the sigil glows. You all witness as a dark fog emanates from the sigil and spreads out of the tower. This fog makes it hard for even you to breathe. Your lungs burn. Tears flow from your eyes. You want to cough, but it burns even more. Then you see as the fog spreads across the whole city, and festivity turns to terror as people quickly fall dead, only for moments later for them all to start rising again. That is the moment where you hear a voice. That is enough of that. Suddenly everything goes black. You see in this void an orc, older, with half his face covered in a skull mask and a hood over his head, standing before you. Violet, it is a figure that you recognize. This is the Harson that you've communicated with, and he's standing there as he goes, "Didn't exactly look forward to getting these back, but hey, what can you do? Gotta take the good with the bad, eh? Alright. Thank you for this. That's 2 out of 3 done. Good job, everyone." Gives you a smile, showing one of his tusks. Before you're able to say anything, you all wake up from what seems like a long slumber. Things look different around you. You are no longer inside the tower. You are outside, and the tower is no more. The tower seems to have crumbled while you were out. Somehow, only a small amount of debris is on top of all of you. You're able to crawl out. You're all hurt and sore, but as you look back, you see the remains of the tower, likely the result of breaking forcibly through the mechanism. Ivar, and Violet, you see between you two the stone that you recovered, now lifeless, inert. No more magic. No more sigil. Just a normal stone. And finally, as all of you look up, you see piles of ashes all across the outside, all across the streets. You no longer see any undead walking about.
Are we alive? Hello? Garl like looks around to see the others.
I think I'm alive.
I think so. I assume the aura must be gone. Otherwise, we'd probably, not be talking like this right now. Garl will kind of pull herself to her feet. Everyone else, hello?
Was that Arthur?
I think so.
That is the Harson that you guys fight, is it?
That's the one we know. The mask and...
The original Harson.
Yeah.
The one that the Black Bones man told me about.
Right. The, what I've seen, we just saw the...
You all saw it, yes?
Well,
Yes.
the, transformation of this, the city. Yeah. Not really a pleasant thing.
We're still in Thrain, yes?
Yes, you are still in Thrain. You look around and it's still the same Thrain that you've seen so far, that you've seen when you came in. Only this time it's just no one dead, only piles of ashes.
And the tower
Is crumbled.
Gone? What about the other buildings?
The buildings seem to be okay. The tower was the only thing that seemed to have been affected.
How did we...
Okay.
How did we get out? Did one of you...
Nothing that I did, no.
I was the safe. Can I see the safe anywhere in the rubble?
Roll perception.
Roll for money.
Roll for
For
money.
invisible money.
A 15. You don't see it. If it remained intact, it's probably under all that rubble.
Well, at least I don't need to open it to make us not die.
Right.
Also, Ivar, your hand is practically skin and bone. All the way to the elbow.
Oh my god, Ivar, you're right.
We are in Thrain.
Yeah.
And the hour has passed. And we still stand with our minds and bodies intact. And he raises his fucked up hand. Entirely intact.
Thank
then
you.
He looks at it and he's like, oh!
You might want to get that looked at.
Oh my god, is this... Oh!
It actually doesn't hurt,
and he
by the way.
Extends his arm as far away from me. He's like...
The weird part is...
I'll help you wrap it up.
Gallo, please! Am I turning into a zombie?
No, you're fine. It's just... You've just been drained of energy.
Apologies, kill me if I turn into a zombie, please.
Oh, you're fine. I'll wrap it up in bandages, okay? And you can see a healer
Strike me
okay?
down! Oh!
I mean, do you feel...
Oh.
I mean, how do you feel? Like...
Can I move the hand?
I mean, technically, yeah.
Oh, I hate the way that it moves. Why does it make that cracking noise whenever I move my fingers? Oh, oh no! And he holds out the two hands together, and like his left hand is completely still, and the right one is like ugly, gross, and shaking like crazy. He's like, "My family name is Steady Hands. Hands."
Well, look, okay, let me help you wrap that up in bandages, and then, like, you know, we'll get that looked at. All right?
So ugly, it must be hidden away. I understand, Gala.
No, I mean, like, you're clearly hurt, and we don't want it getting more hurt or infected or
Wounded
anything.
beyond any feeling whatsoever.
Gala's going to start wrapping his arm up in bandages while I was rambling.
So while all the rambling is going on, what about Violet? What are you doing?
Violet's just kind of staring at her hand, like where she, grabbed the essence. Does she feel any different?
Not immediately, no. But you do get that sense of fullness, kinda? Almost like something that you were missing is there, but not completely.
She's just gonna kind of focus inside, and she's just gonna think to herself, "Person, are you there?"
You get no answer. You do immediately remember the last time this happened. He did need some time before he could communicate.
Right. And looking around, are the undead all just
piles of
gone,
ashes,
or are they just collapsed, or?
They are. You only see piles of ashes.
I suggest could be an option, a good idea, possibly, to well, it would take us actually. I don't have any hit dice, so never mind.
That's what happens when you get squished by a boulder.
Yeah. Right. Look. Let's
We should probably go back to the village and tell them.
Yeah,
what happened.
we can come back here afterwards. I mean,
I know that the chief wasn't happy with us, but we saved the place, so
we did. He'll probably want to hear that.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you all agree to start heading back to New 3?
Yeah, maybe might be a good idea for Ivar to lead the way, as at least he's allowed back and we aren't really technically supposed to be there. But we'll be following up Ivar because you're obviously. Look, we need to get that arm checked out as soon as possible. All right, that's our top priority.
Also, as you're leaving Sherry, you do notice something in the rubble catches your eye. You see something shiny.
Ooh, shiny.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, shiny. As you get close to it, you actually notice the belt that the the fake Harson had on is partially buried under some rubble.
Hey guys, I found a thing. It's the belt he was wearing. Sherry's gonna like dig it out and pull it out.
Be careful, there's a lot of rubble. I mean, I'd like to see if we can salvage anything, but obviously it's quite dangerous with a fresh ruin like that.
A rock falls on top of Gala's foot.
Ow, that would, ow. Look, I mean, we can stay here and have a look around if you guys want. I'm certainly fascinated now that these ruins are, you know, less undead infested.
Well, the belt's right here, and it survived like whatever caused this to fall. So it's probably.
Oh, do you need help? Do you need help pulling it out, or like?
Do I need help pulling it out?
Oh no, you're able to. Well, actually, you're kind of small, so I'm gonna say if one of the others kind of helps you out
help.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I need some help lifting some.
Oh yeah, Gala, you're so strong. You're all made of muscle, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's fine. It's fine. You're able to pull the belt with the big dwarven face in the front. It's made of adamantine and mithril.
Yeah, so this might be magic, but because things might be cursed, we should probably like take time and let you do your little beat boops.
Oh, do you want me to do that now? I mean, I could.
Oh, we can do that when we get back. Just nobody put it on until we check.
Yeah, just put it in my just put it in here in the thing, the bag, the stuff store.
We'll put it in the stuff store. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I want to point out, Violet, you had the skeletal, the crystal skull tipped wand in your hand when that happened, and when you woke up, it was still in your hand.
Cool.
Neat. All right. So
that's why you loot first, everyone.
Yeah, and lose precious time, but you know.
I mean, the ring thing seemed like it was going somewhere at first.
It was. If you can find if you can find the device, the remains of the device, you might find the rings. Maybe. Either way.
I mean, we can have a look.
Do you want to look through the rubble?
Or we could do that. Idea. What if we do that after resting?
Good idea.
I mean, we could rest here. There's no more undead. Maybe not here, but there's loads of buildings with beds in them. And no undead now.
Ivar, you were going to say something?
I think at the sound of hearing there's no more undead now, Ivar's looking around at Thrain. Beforehand, when he first ventured in, he had to hurry. He was a man on the mission. Where he was the territory of the enemy. Now he's looking around at the city he had dedicated his life, which to this point, like he's still a teenager. So as short of the years he has, it has been the entirety of all he knows is vengeance against Harson, the masked figure leading this undead army, which he's managed, and then reclaiming his ancestral home. And I think at that, somebody kind of like cracks in him. You hear this like really gross, very like back of the throat sort of laugh as he begins to like crack up and properly like really laughing out loud sort of behavior. Do you know what I mean? Like he's really going for it, and it sounds really like a lot of like unused and untrained vocal cords really being put to the test all of a sudden. As just in this big wide grin, he tries to wrap his arm around like Gala and Polites, and then tries to bring Sherry and Violet in for this massive hug as he begins to just start crying. And just sobbingly thanks them all for all of the work that they did.
You're welcome. And thank you.
I thought we wouldn't have made it without you. Don't forget that. You saved my life at least twice today.
And you, Gala, and everyone else. You have not just saved my life, but the life of my entire people. For this strain will always be in your debt. Thank you. And he passes out.
Appropriate.
No, make sure he's okay.
I think he's fine. It's just the arm. It doesn't seem like his breathing's fine. His pulse is all right.
Did you check his pulse on the fucked up arm or the other arm?
No. Oh no, his pulse is. Oh wait, that's the wrong arm. Yeah, it's fine actually.
Oh, there's definitely no pulse on that arm. No, 100%.
All right. So, big question then: are you resting in the city? Are you going back to New Thrain? What are you doing?
I
how far
propose
away
we
is
rest now.
New Thrain again?
New Thrain is about half an hour to an hour walk. Well, yeah, about 40 minutes walk. Let's go with that.
I think we can go back there. If we have help, like carrying Ivar. Sherry can do it.
Well, sure, but now that Ivar's asleep, I mean, if we go and tell them that their city's free, we won't be able to, uncover relics for our own use, because it's their city.
I mean, I guess we can rest here if you want to do your...
Well, I guess if they're grateful, they might let us have a look around, but, technically it's not really their city anymore, it's their former city. So, from an archaeological point of view, I'm sure they wouldn't be opposed to us, having a look around and searching for that safe that you saw. Let's go back. We can go back. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone else want to carry Ivar? He's kind of heavy.
Not it.
Keep in mind, he is a gnome, so he's not...
Yeah, he's a deep gnome. Deep gnomes are heavy, I'm pretty sure.
Slightly heavier than normal gnomes, sure.
I wouldn't even put him slightly heavier. I'd say he's probably underweight.
Oh yeah, because he
he's very lithe build.
Yeah. He's,
Lithe, lithe, lithe. Okay, I never heard that actually said out loud. So there we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say he's not he eats cave food, not
he's light enough that any of you can feasibly carry him, but Polytes will have a better time at doing that.
Yeah,
Polytes could juggle this man.
Yeah, so you begin to carry him back to New Thrain. As you start arriving in New Thrain, you actually realize that there's a big commotion. A lot of people are outside talking to each other. And as you're approaching, everyone starts looking in your direction. And a familiar voice calls out to you as Thorin Stoneshield, one of the town's warriors, the one you've been interacting with the most, Thorin. He approaches you. Look at this.
Listen, right, we know we're not allowed back.
No,
we'll go.
Calm down. I'm not kicking you out. You're the ones that did whatever the hell that thing was.
You felt it here as well.
Oh, the big bone?
We felt it, all right. And one of the scouts One of our scouts watched the tower fall.
Yeah, that was us.
Yeah, figured as much.
It was a load-bearing grief aura.
That's probably funny if I had context. You know what? I'm pretty sure Gunnar, Lord Boulderbrow, would want to see you.
Yeah, we kind of figured that.
Aye, is he dead? He points at Ivar.
Oh no, we're all a bit roughed up.
Aye.
Gala has a giant boulder-shaped dent on her armor.
So the whole armor. Hey, alright. Alright. Come with me. And he starts to escort you back to the Boulderbrow home. You've been there before. At this point, Ivar, I'm gonna say it's been long enough that you actually start to wake up in Polytese's arms.
Wow.
And
Ma, is that
Doesn't
you?
it feel nice, Ivar?
And he like fucking scrambles out of your arms. He's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh my, oh. And he starts like mumbling off in gnomish, like just calling himself. He's like, what have you done, you clown, you buffoon?
He just stares at him.
Ivar, you do recognize you're in Gunnar's home now.
Oh, Gunnar.
You do see Gunnar Boulderbrow off in the distance as two warriors stand next to him, and he goes, "Is it true then?"
The plight has finally ended, yes. I bring before you, and Ivar gets down to one knee and bows. Ivar Steady Hand, along with the assistance of Gala, Polites, Sherry, Violet, and our late friend Azure, bring before you the salvation of Thrain, the end of Harsen's reign, and the disappearance of the Aura of Grief.
And all the undead.
We evicted the grief.
He looks at the warriors.
We can go home now.
I didn't know it was possible. He stands up, puts his hands on your shoulders, Ivar. I'm proud of you, son. You did what nobody has done in thousands of years. Now it's time for me to lead our people and take back Thrain and everything we are owed.
Let us all return home. At long last, we can finally be a people who have returned.
Aye. And all of you, looks at Ivar, Gala, Violet, Sherry, and Polites. I thank you, all of you, for what you've done. You will be remembered in the sagas.
It's an honor.
Aye.
Just, be careful when you go back, because the tower just came down and don't know how structurally sound the rest of it is. And
the tower? That... Oh. I'm kidding. I know.
Yeah. It probably important to, trying to stab. It's a pretty big area, but the sooner you all can get there and establish at least a perimeter, the less a chance there is of anything else moving in, because that's a pretty big space, prime for things to sneak around in. You don't want anything sneaking in now that there's that power vacuum.
Aye, I'm sending the warriors and the Gloomstalkers in, but in the meantime, he turns to another dwarf. You find these 5 heroes, the best accommodations we have available. Let them rest. Also call the healer to take care of their wounds. And see what the hell is going on with your arm, Ivar.
Yeah, it's complicated, but he stepped up when he needed to.
Ivar, maybe we should change your name from Ivar Steadyhand to... He looks like Ivar Bonehand.
Yeah, we'll workshop it.
Okay, we'll workshop. Okay, warriors, get in and go. He starts giving orders as you are escorted to some quarters in a home nearby of Gunnar's place. As you are, if you wish, you are able to go get some rest. As a healer will also come in, patch you up as best she can. And you can get some healing while they start to organize the takeover of Thrain.
Will do. I'm going to be right back because I need to loo.
Okay, go loo. Yes, boner hand. Shut up. But...
Boner? I hardly even know her.
Yeah, baby! Let's go! Top 10 jokes of the year. Let's go, boys.
Yep.
We're cracking the case.
This is what I have to deal with.
You should... Man, Dusk, I wish you were here to hear Seth's talk earlier. With the pre-call.
It was really good. But you all wish to have a long rest.
Yeah, I would like to
absolutely,
get rid of this level of exhaustion.
Click that long rest button. Only Polites, you won't heal the exhaustion.
Oh, and Polites has like 4 levels of exhaustion.
3 levels of exhaustion, and she won't be able to heal them, and she only recovers 1 hit die.
With full HP, right?
What? Who rolled that? Oh, the signet ring. Oh yeah, Ivar, you lost the signet ring.
But its power and memory lives on in my heart. I
Sure.
feel you, Ryan. Don't you worry about a thing.
I hit the long rest button, and it did not lower my exhaustion, and it's not letting me manually lower it.
Is that right?
Might be because I was on the token, not the regular page. Let's check this.
No, it says you don't have exhaustion in the character sheet. But it didn't heal your HP. That's
I was in the token, which wasn't real.
I noticed something weird where, like, because I've been having like a lot of issues trying to edit my like sheet and then not reflecting the token, and like there seems to be like 2 different versions or something. Because like I just had the token one up, and I did it and it fixed and I healed all the way up, and now I go to my sheet and my sheet is still like a completely different like health and different like stuff like that, and like the whole features used and all the stuff that I had to sync.
Just do a long rest then. There we go. I did a long rest for you. I'm going to do a long rest for Gala.
I just got back.
Well, I'm doing a long rest for you, okay?
Oh no. I'm being put to sleep.
You're being put to sleep, indeed. Polites, you still have the 3 exhaustions.
I'd almost forgotten what it's like to have my portrait not just almost full of red goo.
But yes, so you all find your own accommodations, which are perfect, wonderful beds with the best linens the Boulder Brows can provide. And you wake up. You actually slept longer than you normally sleep. You slept, all of you managed to sleep for about 12 hours. You needed that rest. When you're finally out after eating something, you actually find that New Thrain move very quickly. New Thrain seems a lot emptier, as a lot of people have already packed up their things and started moving towards Thrain. There's only a couple of warriors, a couple of guards in New Thrain to keep an eye on things. You do see people that have like larger structures and like the forges and whatnot. That they need to move those things or find working ones in Thrain. But for now, those kinds of things are still there. And you do find out that people are already organizing the move to Thrain. The big city now filled with only a little bit of a few people, but, well, there clearly won't be a housing problem. I'll tell you that much. You follow the people back to Thrain, where you encounter the Boulderbrow commanding, already taking up the leadership position, as he already took over the biggest mansion in the city, using it as a base of operations, obviously, since the tower has been destroyed. I do have a question for the whole party. Is there anything in particular you wish to do?
Yes.
Oh, you go first.
Get that safe.
Apologies.
Find a lab in a city this big. There has gotta be some sort of alchemical lab or storage.
What, an apothecary and stuff? Yeah, you can.
Yes.
You can roll a perception as you're like searching around.
Gala, can you check out the belt now that we've rested?
Oh, right.
You have plenty of time to do that if you want.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Right. So that'll be a ritual cast of Arcane Assessor. Bada bing.
Yes, bada bing, indeed. You find that this item is... I'm gonna put it in your possession.
Sure.
Sure, I'm gonna do it.
Can I have a look at that staff you got as well? The crystal one?
Sure thing.
All right, I'm gonna put it in your possession as well. There you go. You see it? You see both of them?
I do.
Okay.
I can't see it.
Yeah, because currently Gala has them. It's hers now, all of it.
Right. So the belt's pretty cool. It makes you it makes you tougher. It's like it's like a dwarf belt. It makes you tougher. It makes dwarves like you more. And
kind of makes you into a dwarf as well.
Does it also poison? You'll be like that. You'll be like, you'll be better against like that. Like poison is less likely to affect you. You can see in the dark, and you can you can understand and speak and stuff dwarvish.
So wait, it makes dwarves kind of like you more a bit.
Yeah.
You're saying.
So it makes you like tougher.
So it makes like dwarven's kind, right? You might say.
Yeah. So it makes you tougher. Like it increases.
It's some sort of kind of dwarf belt.
Yeah, some dwarven kind of belt.
I am sighing.
Anyway, it would all the rod, the staff, makes you like it's like well, it makes your kind of magic stronger. Only if you've got like a certain type of magic though. Like if your magic doesn't like, if it's not like innate or like you know, from like you know,
it comes from means of a pact of sort, yeah.
One could say, yeah, like it's like if your spells come from some other being, then it would like enhance that connection basically, so that they're stronger. And you can use it to like get, you know, recover your like, you know, your spell power, your spell slots, as well. One of them.
Thanks for checking that out, 3. And Violet just nonchalantly takes it back.
All right.
You can transfer it, Oshio, I believe.
I can.
I have a question about the belt.
Yeah.
Does he grow a beard?
No comment.
Oh, I don't want a beard.
Okay. I mean, I didn't say it would. It doesn't. Why would it? That would be ridiculous. That would be so stupid.
Why would you even think it would, though?
Yeah.
That's sort of makes you a dwarf, and dwarfs like and dwarves.
What the fuck?
I didn't say that.
Violet did.
Out of character. I mean, besides just getting one item, Violet doesn't gain any benefit from like most of that stuff. She'd only really, with the belt, she'd only really benefit from the extra constitution, and then like any of us would, and then the charisma checks. But
well, only one of you can use that rod, though.
Yeah, I mean, she'll take the belt if no one else wants it, but she won't. But I mean, she already has.
I am full up on attunement slots, so I'd have to hand something to somebody else.
So who wants it?
The belt? I can't really use it either.
So we have Ivar and Polites.
Ivar?
I think Dusk said be right back.
Police?
I could not hear anything you said, Spyro.
I don't want dwarves to like me.
I mean, I'll leave it up to Ivar, but I mean, Violet will take it. I'm saying that she's not good.
Oh my god, that was fucking hilarious. I don't want no dwarves to like me.
I don't like the way we were treated here. I don't want them getting too familiar. They were very rude. They clearly didn't want to stay there, but they told us otherwise. Their leader had a connection with our nemesis. He wasn't upfront about it. He told us to leave. We then returned victorious, and he acted like nothing had just happened. I don't like dwarves. I don't want dwarves to like me.
But you know what? Fair. Okay. So I don't know if Dusk is back. Dusk.
He is.
Just back now. Sorry, guys.
Hey. Okay. So Dusk. Gala can't wear the belt. Sherry can't wear the belt. Polites doesn't want.
Without giving up one of my.
Yeah. Polites doesn't want the belt. Violet says that she'll take the belt if no one wants it. Do you want a belt, Ivar?
Is it like it's a big like fuck off sort of like dwarvish belt, is it?
Yeah, it's a very dwarvish belt. It's a belt of dwarven kind. It will make you more dwarvish, and it will adjust to your size, but it still looks like a big fuck off belt. But
it also gives you more constitution, advantage
Yes.
on charisma with dwarves, advantage on saving throws against poison and resistant and poison damage, dark vision up to 60 feet, and you can read, speak, and write dwarvish. And there's
I'll be honest,
definitely
lads,
no other effects.
doesn't suit the aesthetic. And Ivar's all about looking like he came from a sewer. So,
I guess Violet gets the belt.
Violet gets the belt, yeah. Congrats.
I mean, if you have the attunement slots, Violet, you can keep it. Of course.
I mean, I'll take the 2 Constitution.
All right, here you go.
Why? So sorry, you guys just buffed the secret BBEG?
Nah, what are you talking about? Shut up. Oh.
What am I talking about? I know a Jorge Small when I see one.
Hey, forget about it.
Hello, it is me, Jorge Sif.
Does it automatically increase your constitution? It did not automatically increase your constitution. I am disappointed.
To it, yeah.
It's
I attuned to it.
Tumor, right? Oh, you did?
I attuned Violet to it just to check. Did not increase your constitution. I am disappointed. I am increasing it now. There you go. Oh wait.
Constitution 4. Okay.
Wait. It did. It did increase your constitution because your constitution was 13, wasn't it?
No, well, hold on. I think it was a full number. Let me double check what.
How about I just do this? Give me a moment. Boop.
Well, you guys are doing that.
Yep. It was 13. It was 13.
No, it should have been 15. I'm looking at what my like I have my sheet of how I built it. How I built the character, and it should be. Wait, hold on. I think that's right.
Yeah, it is. Now it should be 17. All right, cool. Now there we go. Okay. Cool. We'll arrange the rest because it's not like it matters right now. Okay, so everyone. So you're doing that. Polites, you are looking around for an alchemist shop. You do find one, but it doesn't have anything in stock because undead didn't actually need anything in stock, nor could they leave the village, the city.
But what about notes or vials or anything that can be used?
There's notes. They're all written in Old Dwarvish.
She will let them fall on the ground and walk away.
Disgusted?
Yeah.
Okay. So, are you actively looking for are you going to go look for the vault yourselves, or are you going to tell Boulder Brow and have the whole team of dwarves?
Man, screw that guy. He can go search for the vault inside this.
It's not like we can carry everything inside it ourselves.
Yeah, exactly.
We have a
bag of holding. We can.
Yeah, but it's not big enough to carry everything inside a giant ass vault.
But it's enough to put as much stuff as possible inside it first before we reveal it.
Yes.
I mean, if you think you can find it, then we can I guess we can go to the doors if we don't have any luck.
I will say this. It's buried under a tower. You're going to need a whole crew of people to unbury it. It's not something that you can just take yourself, work on it yourselves, hidden without anyone noticing. I'm just telling you right now.
I guess we'll tell them.
Hang on, let me see if there's anything.
We can say that there's like. Well, I guess I'll eventually find it.
I'm just having a look.
Wait a second.
Okay, no, I don't have anything that help.
they were super proud about how they don't use gold or currency, so they don't need it, right?
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
What is this gold you are talking about?
Don't
I
worry
heard
about it.
someone was
Oliver.
investigating the vault and they said they found a coin? What is a coin? What is this?
It's something from the surface. You won't get it.
That's like the worst thing you can say to someone.
Sorry, real quick DM question. The wand of the war mage and the rod of the pack keeper. Can I only attune to one at a time?
You can attune to the two of them, but when you cast a spell, you're gonna have to choose between which one you're using.
Gain the benefit from?
Yeah, so you can't actually gain a benefit from both of them.
Okay. Well, I'll say I don't have any other magic items. I'll stay tuned to it for the time being, but.
All right.
Because actually, there's a kind of a good point into switching back and forth.
Yeah, well, they do different things, right?
Right.
One of them increases your DC, while the other one ignores half cover. So
yeah,
there's that bonus there. But yes, so I assume you tell then you inform Boulderbrow about the bolt and what you know about the tower when it fell.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so. Second question. Now that you are free, the whole group, do you decide to stay some time in Thrain, helping out with a move, or do you just want to go get out and go back to the surface immediately?
I mean, now that there's no, imminent undead threat, Gala will definitely be at least somewhat interested in, this enormous, previously not quite ruined, but preserved from a lost stage city, and things inside it for archaeological reasons.
Mm-hmm.
So she'd definitely, be
we did come down here for multiple purposes. There's no reason to try and hightail it right now. I think
there's
no other pressing matters to attend to.
Okay,
Ran, as agreed, we eat the party.
I believe the dwarves will need their nourishment.
They do.
Yes, indeed. So, Polites, are you also sticking around?
I think the main thing about whether we stick around or not is how we would leave.
They said they knew a way back up.
They did say a while back.
Way back when we first got here. That wasn't the spooky thing or through the fog.
Yep.
Well, that would be good.
As long as we don't go back through the, it's possible still the whatchamacallit on the surface is still there.
The poison fog? Yeah.
The poison fog. I mean, we'll also have to be worried about that.
They do inform you that they know a way out.
Yes, that is, you can take these stairs.
Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah, the stairs. Just...
the ones that say exit in Gnomish.
Right, yeah.
That's the problem. They were in Gnomish the whole time.
You guys were trying to leave? That was never once brought up to me.
Damn it.
Where the shepherd? This is... Oh my goodness, this is embarrassing. You all could have died. You guys should have just asked.
But real question, Polites, since you are more of the new member of the group, are you also sticking around until everyone leaves, or are you asking immediately for the way out and leaving now?
She will immediately ask for the way out.
Okay.
But she will stay a bit and try to find some herbs around the area. Maybe some herbs that we're growing inside the city as well.
Okay.
Anything.
Okay. So here's what happens then. Since you're all sticking around for a while, the rebuilding process continues. You all help out. You all do your investigation. Gala, you get a lot of notes from exploring a 2,000-year-old city that nobody has studied before. And there's a lot of old dwarf and gnomish culture in here. It's very nice.
Gala is taking lots of notes. She's like, without, undead here trying to kill us and an aura of grief, this is amazing. Like the fact that there is this city, she's probably talking to some random ass like guard or someone who's just accompanying her.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares. You do see though that the village elder, the new Thrain elder, God, there's so many NPCs I have. This is a problem when I have Durin Ironforge, the elder. Yeah. He's basically doing what you're doing. He's like, someone is wheeling his chair around and he's just studying. Starts comparing notes with you, Gala.
It's fascinating, isn't it? Like the fact that it's been kept in such good condition over such an enormous period of time. Most ruins would have collapsed into incomprehensible rubble.
I don't think the undead had anything else better to do than to fix the place.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like this perfect, coincidence of events that allowed this relic of ancient past to be remembered so well. It's amazing.
Yeah. Also, you studied that dome? Oh, I have notes on that building over there, and you start trading notes as you're discussing. Meanwhile, Ivar, you actually find your arm. What? No, yeah, nerd. Yeah. Coming from RB, Ivar.
I would never engage in such nerdy activity with one of my characters.
Of course not.
Fucking tell him, RB.
Ivar, you two things. First of all, I assume you help with the reconstruction and whatnot. Second of all, your arm, while it heals up enough that it's usable, it will always remain. It always seemed to remain in that almost skeletal form. Seems to be a result of, unfortunately, it's basically a sacrifice of what you did to save your city.
I think with that, Ivar displays the arm of Ivecna with pride and honor.
Mm-hmm.
This is his badge of honor. If all it took was to lose an arm to reclaim Thrain, then it's a sacrifice he would be willing to make twice over.
Ivar still use the arm, or is it kind of
it's not as usable as before. Is
it his dominant hand?
It was his own dominant hand because that's what it used to try to grab the.
100%. Yeah.
Stone. Yeah.
Unless he's ambidextrous. Not how you say
I don't know.
I would
is he?
Say his. He
does use 2 crossbow bolts with the same amount of accuracy.
He uses 1 crossbow bolt.
Oh, never mind then.
He's just really good at shooting it very quickly.
Well, I was able. I can use 2 weapons anyway.
Sure.
I imagine that Ivar just kind of throws a bunch of crossbow bolts into the air, fires one, catches it while it's landing, fires again, catches the other one. So that's how he loads them so fast.
Osio is my ideas person. They come up with all my.
It's kind of.
I mean, my techniques just refer to Osio. I would say, considering everything, Ivar looks worn and exhausted all throughout the reconstruction period. And even though he's getting better with his arm, his days as the lone Gloomstalker of New Thrain are over. Like, he is no longer the Phantom of the Caverns, the Silent Hunter. He's now going to have to start thinking of a life that doesn't involve constant war with the undead and an invisible enemy. So, like, realistically, it doesn't really matter if he could use the other arm. He could still probably fight, but without that effectiveness and without that drive, most importantly, like, Ivar does look a little bit lost, and he's kind of looking at Thrain in its entirety, trying to figure out what's going to be his next project.
Oh, all right. Good. In the meantime, Violet and Sherry, are you doing anything specific during that time that you're staying in the city before you take your leave?
I think Sherry is actually going to be interested in sort of, hanging out with the Gloomstalkers and learn a little bit more about being sneaky and stuff. And
definitely.
I'm not going to, like, multi-class over to
but
Ranger,
you can definitely trade notes.
Like, yeah.
That's perfectly
fine. Stealth notes. They're trading archaeology notes.
Yeah. Plus, the Gloomstalkers, the ones that you've met, they seem to like you a lot. So they.
Well, we did save them from being mind controlled by an evil witch lady.
Exactly. So the Gloomstalkers tend to keep outside of the city during this time, making sure that there's no threats. So you can go around with them and whatnot. That's perfectly fine. Violet, are you doing anything specific or just helping with the efforts, the rebuilding efforts, or something like that?
Violet's specifically going to be kind of searching and looking around the city for any traces of, necrotic energies, necromancy-like magic.
Stash any spare Harson under the couch.
Anything basically that, like, because obviously there was, this city's been centuries of undead and necrotic energy, and obviously Harson did way back when, did stuff to begin with before even creating like the whole aura or all this stuff. Mm-hmm. She's basically just trying to see if there's any sort of like remaining traces or anything that might be someone might find helpful if they just happen to, I don't know, have some sort of pact with an undead patron. And not that Violet the Bard is any such person, but
roll me an investigation.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna, I'm just gonna say right off the bat, I'm gonna. Oh, we have like a bunch of hero points.
There's like 3 hero points plus Ivar has 1 hero point.
Oh yeah, Ivar has, yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and just use 1 and just go and roll with advantage.
That's fine.
Crit fish. So you said investigation?
Yeah.
I guess theoretically I could get a critical success on the first time, but I don't want to have to press the buttons twice.
All right then.
And then that wasn't exactly great, but then I'm also going to use this. And I should have added that to begin with. Oh well. Okay, 13. Not 13. Very good, but that's what I got.
You get the sense that most of what was related to such things might have been in the tower before it collapsed.
Would Gala have been in the presence
that you have in your hand?
Would Gala have been in the presence of Violet while she's looking?
Nope. I'm going to say no.
No, Violet would have been off on herself.
Yeah.
All right.
So. With that said, you don't really find anything, Violet. It seems like the wand that you have is like the most that you've found.
Yeah, that's fair.
In that regard. All right. So, in the meantime, the party was thrown, celebrating the heroes of Thrain You are.
Yeah, the One Piece post-arc feast. Yeah, we know.
Yes, the One Piece post-arc feast. Yeah, exactly. And finally, the day when everyone decided that it's best to leave does come. The people of New Thrain, now the people of Thrain once more, they all gather to see you off. Polites, you were convinced to stay a couple of days more because, so everyone leaves at the same time. Yeah, so you don't have to guide two people, two groups. But yes, the people gathered. You see that Boulderbrow, now that you found out, the newly appointed Lord of Thrain. Self-appointed, kinda, but the new Lord of Thrain. He is taking it upon himself to be the ruler of the city as a whole. He gives this big speech about believing that Thrain would be liberated and hoping it would be within his generation. Blah 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 blah. I always knew you all could do it. Yes, and I always knew that Ivar would be the one to do this because he always trusted in Ivar's abilities and whatnot. And
Ivar has zero doubts of the on how truthful this guy is. 100%. This is
of course.
Ivar is fairly certain that deep down, everyone knew it was going to be him, and everyone secretly. Every time someone was like, "Ivar, you smell like shit. Please take a shower," he knew that meant keep at it. That smell is the smell of freedom and liberation.
The smell of success.
Mm-hmm. And Ivar, during this speech, he turns to you. And this is why, Ivar, I bestow upon you the title of Marshal of Thrain.
Marshal Steadyhand. Does Ivar know what a marshal is? Does he think it's his first name now? Or?
Marshal is basically just think the police commissioner, basically.
Ivar kind of nods and he's like, with that title, I wish to ensure peace remains within Thrain and remains within our people.
Yes.
Thank you, Gunnar.
Gives you a big hug. I'm so proud of you. As for our friends, Gala, Violet, Sherry, and Polites.
Gala kind of straightens up a bit. She was clearly not paying attention.
I imagine none of you were.
Violet does not like this guy. She completely tuned him out.
I thank you from the bottom of my heart for what you have done for our city. We will escort you back to the surface. We ask that you keep our city a secret until the time comes when we are ready to communicate with the outside world.
Okay. Okay.
What about the treasure? What about the treasure of vault?
There's
and
when you're ready, there. I think we mentioned it. There is a village on the surface that still worships the Shaper. You might want to get in contact with them when you do that.
We have taken note of that. Yes, we are already thinking of sending one of the Gloomstalkers to investigate such a place. But, my friends, I could not leave you without a reward for what you have done. I nods. It isn't much, but I bring to you these necklaces. And he brings out these gold and platinum necklaces, each with a different colored stone that he puts around each of your necks.
Shiny.
These symbolize the friendship that you have gained from our people.
It is an honor to receive them. Thank you.
Yes. Also, these coins that we found in the vault, and he turns around, that we dug up. We trust that they will be useful for you off in the surface.
I'm sure we'll find some use for them.
Thank you.
Yes, of course. And this large bag of coins is brought over, given to you all. Actually, no. Let's make it fair. Individual bags of coins, one for each of you. They're already splitting it over.
Little, neat little gold bags. They're all posh.
Yeah, very, very posh, very beautiful. It's one of them is brought for each of you. We trust that this will be enough for you. It's a big thank you from us. And the whole city thanks you. And you turn around and the whole of Thrain is clapping and cheering for you. Woo! Woo! For the heroes of New Thrain!
Who's the heroes of Thrain?
Heroes of Thrain, yes!
Gala puts her hands on her hips and her shoulders kind of hiss and the tops kind of flip open and her missile launch. You just shoot a bunch of missiles into the air which explode like little fireworks.
Everyone starts panicking and running away.
Ivor starts freaking out.
No, it's supposed to be fun.
What's that? Oh my god!
No, they're like fireworks, dude. You don't have fireworks down there?
Kill the heroes! Kill the heroes! No, everyone's celebrating.
They explode into little faces.
Aww.
Like the party.
Prestidigitation.
Aww. Everything looks very nice. So each of you gains 1,500 gold coins.
All right.
So you can add it to your inventories. 1,500 gold coins. 1.5k. Yes.
That brings up my total from, with those 1,500 gold coins, I now have 1,501 gold coins.
Same! OMG, besties.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And
I had silver and copper too. We are so broke, guys.
I didn't even have a single gold. I just had a bunch of silver.
Well, you now are leaving a little bit richer than when you entered. And
isn't that what this whole thing was really about?
The money.
Yeah, totally.
Question.
Yes.
When excavating the tower, or they found the thing, did they also happen to come across that, mithril kind of armor or anything that, a certain, magistrate was wearing?
He didn't have mithril armor.
Didn't you say something about mithril?
No, his belt was made of mithril and an
that was the belt.
Yeah, the belt.
Okay.
Yeah. The real reward were the potatoes we peeled along the way. Good job, Amara. So
that's a callback.
That's a callback to season 1, indeed. So, he turns finally to you. I know. One of our Gloomstalkers will guide you to the surface. Thank you, and farewell, my friends. Turns to Ivar. We'll give you a moment to say goodbye to your friends. Ivar. He pats you on the shoulder and everyone starts to scatter, while one of the Gloomstalkers waits to guide you to the surface.
Ivar, you're staying then?
Yes. My people, they will need me. I feel. My place is here in Thrain. Somewhere out there amidst the rubble and wreckage lie the remains of both my parents. I will see them put to rest.
Right, yeah, I figured. You were doing this to free, to free Thrain for your people, for your city. I mean,
the grief
it's been
wasn't paying its rent.
It's been really good. Just doing this alongside you, Ivar. And if you ever, decide you want to take up a bit of the, the more dangerous life again, I know, we don't get along at sometimes, but if you ask me, just having different opinions is important, and I'm gonna miss you.
Knowing and fighting along each and every one of you has brought great honor to both my name, but also to my life. I will never forget a single one of you, not till the day I die, and well beyond that. I speak much of the sagas, but the saga of Ivar will always have your names intertwined with it. If there's ever a time that you need my help, I will come. Underground, above ground, through any fog, through any mist, I will be at your aid. You have all done so much for me. I will miss you all very dearly, because you are all the very first friends I have ever made. And for that I will cherish you all greatly. And he just starts sobbing again.
Gala pulls Ivar into a tight hug.
He's gonna wave over the other two for the group hug.
I was kind of, unconscious the entire time when Ivor was palling around.
Do you go for a hug or not?
I will kind of join the group hug, but it'll be very kind of like she's the one on the outside that's kind of just like
the side hug.
Yeah, or like like both arms, but just kind of like more like a pat than like
pat.
Like a firm hug.
What about Polytees?
No.
So Polytees just stands there watching, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Blankly staring at them.
All right. The hug by Ivar, Gala, Sherry, and kind of Violet lasts for several moments.
This all sounds appropriate, yeah.
Yeah, sounds appropriate. Lasts for several moments, and you hear the Gloomstalker that will be accompanying you, Frey. He goes, "We should get moving."
Right, yeah. Good luck, Ivar. I know that you'll keep doing great things.
Safe travels, my friends. May the Shaper create a path worth treading on. Farewell!
Ivar?
We'll see each other again, Ivar.
Apologies, you were saying something as well?
She was just, she said, Ivar? She nodded and then turned around.
I'm just imagining when Ivar says farewell, he's like walking backwards the whole time. Farewell, bye, bye. bye down the street.
He has no idea how to say goodbye. This is well beyond awkward goodbyes, and he like rounds a corner, thinks to himself, too much. I've got to work on that. And walks away.
Was he waving his bony arm or the good one?
That's an excellent question.
Probably the good one. Probably we're friends. The good one.
Okay, good one is for friends. All right.
I don't know. Cool. I think if he waves the bad one too hard, like it'll fall off.
Probably. So you are escorted by Frey as you make your way through tunnels, and it takes a better part of a day. You get the sense to just navigate through all these tunnels, but you actually start to realize these are very small tunnels, very hard to find. This is basically a maze, but Frey seems to know his way around this place. And eventually, he moves a rock out of the way, a large rock. He pushes it with all his strength. And for the first time in what feels like ages, for the first time for some of you, that's been in about a month, you step out through that passage and you look up. Gala, Sherry, Polites, and Violet. You look up and you see the sky instead of just rocks. It is the middle of the day, bright sunny day. The sun is shining down. It is a bit cloudy, but not enough to cover the blue sky completely. You are out of the underground.
So it really was just take these stairs and you're out.
It did take about a day to get through all the labyrinth of tunnels, but sure. You find yourselves at the edge of the forest. Seems to be a very nondescript set of rocks that lead into this underground. It would take a monumental miracle to find this thing. Frey gives you a nod, pulls the boulder back into place, sealing the entrance. Not long after, you find yourselves arriving at Griffincrest, the major city. And Polites, do you have anything to say to the rest of the group?
Yes. Goodbye.
Oh.
You're leaving too?
Yes, I thank you for releasing me from the grasp of the witch. And for helping me reach Fake Carson's sanctuary. Now my journey must go on.
Right, yeah. I understand. I mean, if you need anything, well, I won't say you know where to find us. We move around a lot, but
was Griffincrest? Was that the place where the nice guy at the church helped us with the curse stuff?
Yes.
Yeah. He might be able to help you out with that armor so that you can rest.
Oh, good idea.
The armor isn't an issue.
All right.
But I will seek out aid in this exhaustion. Thank you for pointing it out, Sherry.
Do you just turn around and leave, Polites?
No, she's waiting. She waits for a while. Then he says, would you mind telling me where the church is?
It's
You can easily guide her to the church. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. But this is where you go about different ways. And as the three of you split from Polites, you go find yourselves a place to rest. Looking at the sky the whole time, because it's been a long time since you've seen the actual sky, and pondering what to do
Did
next.
my internal clock get thrown off by being down there?
Oh, definitely. You are you have the worst kind of jet lag.
Yeah, kind of need to take some time to fix that, I think.
Exactly. But as you move towards the inn, that is where we're going to close Season 2 of Amara Angels. I have some news. The first one is that you level up.
Yo!
Yay, level up.
Not only that.
ASI.
Not only that, but you all level up to level 9 instead of just 8.
Oh!
What?
2 levels.
Holy.
Yep.
You can't do that.
Massive.
I
You
can.
can't do that to me.
Of course I can. Of course I can.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Massive, you're gonna get caught by the D&D police.
What, for leveling you up twice?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, listen. What you've done and what the achievements, I think it deserves it. Plus, there's also something else that's going to happen. For Season 3, there's going to be a big time skip.
Oh.
So, getting up a level also makes sense for that.
Oh, that's exciting.
But, there are bad news as well.
Oh.
While we are keeping Spyro, he's just being a little shit and switching characters.
Hey.
No, it makes sense for Polites. It makes sense for Polites. Unfortunately, we are not keeping our good friend Dusk for the next season. It doesn't mean that he won't come back for a future season. But right now, for next season, for Season 3, there won't be any Dusk. Dusk, do you have any words for the party? For everyone?
Explain yourself.
You, everyone.
We'll wait for you.
So Season 3 is going to be like 2 episodes, right? The Dusk has to come back for Season 4.
And then I have to. I
go off
my contract, yeah.
You get an education, I guess.
It's not you, it's me.
That I for one can't believe that Dusk is putting real life ahead of D&D. How dare you, sir?
says RB.
Yeah, you should. That's gonna miss you.
Honestly, no one's more surprised than I am that I'm putting like education of all things above.
How dare.
You
Absolutely
education
wild.
gross.
But I discussed this with Dusk. This is just taking a break from the group. This isn't leaving the group.
Yeah.
So
we're still gonna heckle.
Are we allowed to date with other players? I don't know what's going on.
Oh my god. No. Well, Dusk will return. Not with Ivar, because Ivar's story has come to a very happy end.
His saga.
His
Good
saga. Job, Sev.
His saga.
Honestly, though, can we take a moment to recognize that, if long after this campaign and stuff like that, like in the world of Amara, like especially once like the brain like reintegrates this to the world, like the saga of Ivar Steadyhand and how he liberated the city, he's gonna be like the legend, not just 100% a legend of the people, but he is going to be. We're going to have so many future Gloomstalkers or young like gnomes or dwarves be like, I'm going to grow up to be like just like Ivar's steady hand.
The Gloomstalker.
Huge. Yeah. That'd be so sweet.
Gotta get that statue in there.
Although, let's be honest, Boulder Brow's gonna be like put his hand into the story a little bit. It's like, oh yeah, I'll put him up to it.
Oh yes, my protege.
Yes.
Do I guide
everything he knows.
I don't know about Ivar Bonehand, but Ivar's a Gloomstalker. What about Ivar Gloomhand?
Ooh, it's canon now.
Yeah, I like that.
Boner Hand is still my favorite.
Boner Hand. All right. Cool.
Boner Hand should be it, but I like Blue Hand.
Yeah. But in other news, I haven't told all my players this, but we will be taking a week break. There's not going to be a session next week. It also gives you.
Since you're taking a break.
Yeah, exactly. And I want to take a break between seasons. Either we start the week afterwards or the other week. It depends on a couple of things. I will keep you in the know. But my players, congratulations on finishing season 2 of Amara Angels.
Thank you, Rand, for such a wonderful narration. Also, Gus just gave you another 5 subs.
Oh my gosh, everyone, did you know that if 2 other people either gift sub or gift at least 100 bits, then we'll start a hype train, and because we've got 5 gifted subs, it'll already be like level 2 or 3.
We don't need a hype train.
You know that if you don't have bits or money to give, you have these like little things in the corner of the chat called dice, and if you donate 2,000, which is the maximum amount, to this thing called Horror Stream 3.0, we're already a third of the way there.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I fucking hate you so much. Dusk, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs.
It's not a hype train, but you know, you know what? This is a hype train. I'll just spam the emote.
I hate everyone in here.
And you know what, everybody? It's been
don't put it on there if you don't want people to donate to it.
It's complicated,
did you know that if I gift 51 more subs,
you got a sub.
I was about to say work's probably about to
more subs. I'll beat work.
You will beat work in 50 more subs. Don't even think.
Oh, Anna went to Oshio. That's like a flex right there.
That is a flex.
Just rubbing it in.
Another hype train. Are you fucking serious?
That's work. Who gives Oshio the per sub and not you, Dusk?
Okay, yeah, we can't end stream until the hype train ends, but once it's done, we're gonna end stream. But anything while we're waiting for the hype train to end, we have like 5 minutes. So anything, everyone as a group, everyone, I'm including everyone, wants to say to the people watching, to each other, to whatever about the season, about what happened. Or anything.
Yeah. Do you guys want to hear the background for Ivar?
Yeah.
Yes.
So traditionally, I usually go in with maybe a half-baked idea for an accent for a character, and that's all I have to go.
No, you don't say.
You're making things up.
No, it's true. It's true. Sometimes the day before, I'll like go to a pub and I'll turn to my friends being like, does this sound Swedish? And my friends might say maybe. But this time I was like, look, it's been a bit of a while. I want to come out this with a bang. Let's come with a fully fleshed out character for Ran. And I stuck to my guns. A lot of what you saw from Ivar was all kind of planned. Or not planned, but like it was kind of like all worked in and it was all became very natural. I think the only plot thread we didn't follow was Ivar's parents. So Ivar's father was a paladin type of Gloomstalker. And the armor that Ivar wears is fashioned after his. And the staff with the mushroom on it was actually his mother's, who was a spore druid. And that was what his arcane focus was. And that was the last thing that gave him a little oomph beating Harson. I was really nervous that at some point we were going to have to fight Ivar's undead parents as well.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
I will say this. They were in the city.
What route could have I taken to have encountered them?
I will say, if you hadn't taken the tunnel to get into the city, you would have gone closer to. If you had gone through the walls or through the gates, there was a likelihood that you would have encountered someone very familiar.
Ooh. And did you have anything planned for that encounter?
I did.
Or is that kind of
I had a whole map for it.
We'll see what happens.
I had a whole map for it.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. Interesting. And do you have any information you can share about Ivar's parents?
I won't tell you anything else because that's what DMs do. What I will do though is what I always do is at the end of the campaign, once the whole campaign is done. So save your questions. I usually do a Q&A for the end of campaigns. I will answer every single question you may have regarding the campaign.
Guys, if we just all agree to make new characters right now, he has to answer the questions.
I swear to fucking God, I will never DM for you again.
You always have my best interests at heart.
But yeah, no, that I will say I loved Ivar. He was a great addition to the group.
My only regret about Ivar is that most of Dusk's time here was while I was gone.
Yeah, there's that.
That is true.
I will also say, I also really like Polites. She was very
evil.
Yeah, I like how the last thing we did was like, oh hey, Polites, this person who's maybe possessed by this fiend armor. You want to hear about this church nearby that you could go visit? You know, and some powerful holy people.
She wasn't possessed. She was always evil. I told Massive this, but I read and I watched a lot about psychopaths to create Politis. She was a psychopath, basically.
Oh my gosh.
If Politis really is gone and Spyro's changing characters, can we hear some more bit about Politis then?
Oh yeah, unless okay. I mean, unless you think there's a chance of Polites returning, Spyro.
I don't see it. He's on a very particular quest.
As an NPC? Question for Massive?
Well, that's for Massive.
No, I will only bring her back as an NPC if Spyro says, I don't want to play her anymore, and that it's perfectly fine if there's a good place to introduce her as an NPC. Otherwise, I won't even touch her.
I say we can agree on that. That if you want to introduce her as an NPC, you can.
Then you're getting nothing out of her backstory.
Probably makes sense, because I imagine Ivar would have, during the downtime, probably would have shared stories and stuff, but I feel like Politis wouldn't have done that.
But there's a lower chance that Ivar will have a bigger role unless he returns for some specific reason. While Politis is out and about in the world, right? So yeah, there's
I know it makes sense.
Yeah. Also, thank you for
that's why I wanted to clarify, because I didn't want there to be some oh, now we know all this stuff about her. Oh, we encounter her again. Ooh,
Nah. Let's not do spoilers, shall we? All right. So
I'll tell you this though.
Tell them.
You do not want to cross Politis and give her time to prepare.
No.
Because she will prepare.
Really?
Yes.
What a surprise.
That's what a psychopath does.
Yeah. All right. So now that the hype train is ending, I'm gonna go raid someone. Let's go raid our friends over at Galaxy Fest. I think they're still playing the Mass Effect. Yeah, still playing Mass Effect, and I fucking love it. All right. I love that they have a Mass Effect game. I need to set a Mass Effect game.
I know you love
I really need to set up a Mass Effect one shot or whatnot again, because I did run a Mass Effect campaign. For those that don't know, it had like 10 episodes or something. It was pretty cool.
You're only allowed to run a one shot if you ask me to join this time.
Oh yeah, because you wanted to play the Mass Effect one, right? Right. We'll see. Either way, everyone, that's it for season 2 of Amara Angels. Big special shout out to my friends, my players. I love you all.
Love you, Massive.
Dusk, thank you for joining us. And
bye everyone.
Yeah, and bye everyone.
Bye, Dusk.
There we go. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.